Hello. My name is Mark. Holy crap! I just recently watched Thunderbolts. It was a good movie. I think you should got if you had a chance to watch it, go watch it. I think this movie kind of revitalized, just revamp, not revamp, just bring back the old type of like Marvel back with some little bit of like naughty words in there, here and there, and I felt like the movie was something that Marvel need because how they created this character, this new brand new character, even though there's some old ones, but they revitalized their character. They have importance to the story, which I really enjoy and liked. If you had a chance, go watch it. I give this movie a strong 7 to light 8. It's enjoyable movie. What a surprise that Marvel bring or brought. It was good. I think after this with Fantastic Four, I cannot wait. And now we're getting to the main event. Today was Backlash. I mean, or yesterday, which wherever you from, wherever you from and wherever you are. I was not wa- was not I wasn't I was watching it briefly into like specific matches, especially the end of the match of Becky Lynch versus Lara. But after that, I watched the John Cena versus Randy Orton for full. But let's get into it. This backlash was good, but there's some little bits, just my preference towards things, and there's a specific type of like bits that I really dislike. But overall, the show was enjoyable from start to end. There's something wish that I want to see WWE doing. Number one, the first match that we got is the Final Four. A match between Jacob Fatu, the champion, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and Damian Priest as the challenger. And the match there was of a lot of things kind of fast paced. And the first like 2 minutes of the match, LA Knight going in. The man give us a lot of his move, a lot of different type of stuff, and that's how you should do it. That man should be in the main event scene or just in the World Heavyweight title scene. Now he's in the mid card, same as the Damian Drew. I think they are doing well. Hopefully after this they could do something big. But right now, I think this is an improvement for United States scene especially, and this is great. Everything that they're doing, especially in LNI for the first 2 minutes, and then the rest, everything is picking up. Especially Jacob Fatu. If you saw the spot where Drew in this like in the 3 or 4 position, and Jacob trying to do a splash to LA Knight, but Drew waking up and then kind of throw Jacob, and then Jacob doing Swanton bomb. After that, he attacked Drew with the hip attack, and then he do Swanton again. That shit was banging. But there's a thing that I really dislike. Number one, interference. But this is a good interference by Solo, because Solo saw that Jacob's going to get go through into the table. Basically, he's going to get splashed to the announce table by Mr. LA Knight. He got saved by Solo, and then a newcomer, Jeff Cobb. I was really surprised that Jeff kind of like doing this, not surprise turn, and then just surprise just doing a surprise. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm just confused because I'm kind of like surprised and then flabbergasted to the whole situation. everything is good. Everything the match was smoothly, and then there's a spot where Damien Priest choke slam, or no, not choke slam. I mean, do South of Heaven to Drew McIntyre and to the table, and then if you saw the replay, that Drew kind of hit his head, and there's like not rumor, but there's like not announcement. There's news about him injured and stuff, but Triple H on the post backlash show, he said that he kind of banged up. Hopefully it's not that serious. Hopefully it's just bruise in his head, not that big of a deal. Hopefully he could recover fast, not fresh, fast, and then we could see him do something with the Jacob Fatu stuff. The only thing that I hate is just interference. I think for the first defense for the United States champion, you should wait on it. I don't mind that Mr. Jeff Cobb is making his debut for WWE. I don't have a problem with that, but especially for this first defense, all gas, no breaks, where you put this character to be one of the most dominated, kind of like the craziest MFer currently at this title picture or this title scene, the United States champion scene. You should put him on the trust, or just put the trust on him to be something as a dominant champion. With this, it's kind of like hurt his credibility in my eyes. In my honest opinion, I think it's hurting his credibility because this guy Jacob Fatu is most dominant wrestler in independent scene. Now, if you put him in this situation where we want to see him to be more dominant than ever, and just being this monster of someone, werewolf, and a bunch of stuff, don't do this right away. I don't like it. But with this, if you saw the grade of the Bleacher Report, they give it A minus, and I give it a B plus, because of that interference kind of ruining the mystique. I know Jacob going to do well. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to hold that title for maybe again passing Dean Ambrose title reign with a lot of defense. So, but this kind of winning. But I'm happy for Jeff Cobb making his debut for WWE. I'm hoping to see him wrestle and just soon enough, because that man is really talented. Cannot wait to see him face a lot of different opponents. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Penta again. The rematch from Lucha Underground. If you watch that match, banging. Ray Phoenix and bunch of more. So yeah, excited again. Great if you like it. For the match, overall match, I could give it an A minus, but and for everything that happened, B plus. Next one, Lyra. I think it's Lyra versus Becky Lynch. My God, this woman, these two women are cooking really good cooking. They season the food really well, and they just grill. What is it? Cook. Put a lot of sauce, a lot of like ingredients to the match, and everything was so good. And the only thing I hate, there's some like the bit of like bitterness to it. It's just a lot of finishing move. I think there's three manhandle slam, which Lyra kicked out. That's good. I think there's some like wrestling community in the internet don't like, especially in the tribalism of WWE, and their tribal don't like they don't like super kicks, a lot of super kicks in Young Bucks, and then there's like Canadian Destroyer, and I get it, especially this women's match. Even though they're cooking so well, Becky put her finisher on Lyra 3 times, and then she kicked out every single time. They just go. This is like a fighting champion. That champion that doesn't give up. But at this point, man, you should do 2, and I would be mad. But 3, and then she still kicked out. 3rd time's a charm. Remember, it kind of ruined the manhandle slam credibility, especially that credibility that manhandle slam kind of like end Bianca Belair's reign as a women's champion. If you remember, if you know, you know. So I don't have a problem, but the match still amazing. If I, oh yeah, more the match going, and then there's like a spot where uh Becky kind of punch Lara's nose or something in the up the forehead to in the nose to forehead kind of like distance, kind of hit her, and then Lara kind of like still holding it. I don't know if she's hurt or not. And then after that, Becky trying to do manhandle slam again, his finishing move, but she didn't do it, and then instead she rolled up, and then Lara reversed that into like kind of like scratching her nose, like he's scratching her nose, and then pin it. It was a good match, and then Becky attacked her after. This is a surprise. I thought Becky is going to win, but I was wrong, and I respect WWE and I respect Becky Lynch. If Becky Lynch would already put in it, but no, this is the WWE doing good. This is a good decision. They stick with Lara as a champion. Shout out to Becky. She proved me wrong again. She's not Becky Hogan, guys. Stop it. And overall, this match an A plus. These two women cooking really hard, and I really love it. Every single thing of it. The match was beautiful from start to end. Hopefully, Lara not really injured really bad. I think after this, just still holding her kind of like the upper area of her nose. Hopefully, she's fine. An A plus. It's not an A minus. It's an A plus move. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. I don't remember this match being announced. I really don't know. This match was something. Again, this match was leading to something good, but if you look both ways, I understand why they don't want to make this like a singles, just a regular singles match. The only criticism again, interference from the Judgment Day, and then some random motherfucker named El Grande Americano makes a save for mistake Dominic. This thing could lead up to something. Hopefully, is face versus face, face mask versus face mask, like like this, like one of the best rules in luchador. Just if you watch any CMLL or AAA, this like something that a historic match type that WWE needs to do again. I think the last one is kind of like I don't remember which or oh I remember the last one is just even though it's not face mask versus face mask, it's hair versus face mask. Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk, where CM Punk lost his hair. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember the rest of it, but hopefully it can lead to that. And yes, I think they didn't want to make Penta lose cleanly, and I understand that, but I don't like the interference. But there's if you watch more when they are into going back to the backstage area, Finn looking to Dominic menacingly, and my man scheming about stuff. Hopefully, we could see or lead to something big. Hopefully, I think it's going to happen where Finn turn on Dominic. The match, yeah, I think it's B plus. It's just I think they could do something big though, but it is what it is. Gunther versus Pat McAfee. This is like a match that I really don't care that much, but Pat and Gunther really trying to make it this something big. Gunther should be facing someone different or take a break from just from wrestling for a while after losing. Same like he doing or just do something like Cody did, where just taking a break, just not wrestling, not doing anything, and then came back to do something big. But not came back, come back to do something big. But here we are, we doing this versus announcer, which is again they made it interesting. But in my eyes, I really don't care. What's the point of this match? It's like a heart striking match where Pat trying to prove something to Gunther. This match kind of hard hitting with chop, a lot of big boots, and there's a spot where Pat McAfee trying to get in the ring, but he kind of slipped. It's funny if you saw on Twitter. You can saw on Twitter. And then the match ended up with Gunther choking out Pat with the Gojira clutch, and then after that, both of them kind of like oh yeah. Before that, Michael Cole trying to interfere and stuff like so funny to look at it. The visual of it, like supporting your friend, and then after that, after Gunther winning, Michael Cole trying to console Pat McAfee, and then after that, Pat looked at Gunther, and Gunther looked at Pat and Michael. Both of them were like sharing in the ring together, looking at each other, and then Gunther's like kind of like giving respect to Pat, and then he walked away. It was a decent match. I think it was like to me it's like no point match, but they kind of like deliver on something like different, and people get kind of like rowdy again with supporting Pat, and then yeah, I give it like C plus. So overall storyline, but the match was kind of like decent. I give it like a B or something like that. But yeah, C plus. They're in the same with me. After that, John Cena versus Randy Orton. Wow, this match. This is the same match with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, but in a different type of style. 2 ref bumps. That's it. And then the hit of using the title belt to win it. But overall, the storyline of this kind of like showing out John Cena trying to do his best to just put Randy Orton down for this last time. For real, hopefully this is the last time. This like a good moment if you watch the whole story or just the whole feud with Randy Orton and John Cena. Both of them have like mixed bag of matches. With this one, I kind of give it like an okay to good match. The only thing I dislike is just finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher. Just like finisher mania at this point, man. Is this better than Cody Rhodes match? Absolutely. But the only thing that I dislike, not that I like, the dislike thing that what am I saying? The only thing that I dislike is just the finisher mania, pressing finisher every single time. Motherfucker had like both of them like have like 10 finisher in that in their bag, and then trying to do a lot of things, and then Randy Orton and kind of like steal John Cena's move, like to the table, announce table, and then it didn't break, and then he put another AA to the table, just like a new table that he made, and then put John Cena to the table. This like all finisher, no, like the first like a couple of minutes before this like ending. They're doing like regular wrestling match with kind of like slow pace, but building up to more and more things. But after that, they just spam finisher every single goddamn time. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but I disliked it very much because, like, again, IWC hates the people especially in other promotion like doing finisher or Canadian Destroyer and then kick out and one, but they kind of like if you look at the broader world of professional wrestling, AEW follow what New Japan, CMLL, the indie show or independent show or independent wrestling show or whatever they could in the scene, and then put it into this promotion as like the ground up for every single like people who come up with or just grind their way from this independent show, going to Japan, going to Mexico, going to Europe, and then came to AEW to showcase that. And this showcase of these things, of every culture put in together, and then they show it to the casual or the hardcore. And especially in Japan, they have fighting spirit where everybody can kick out of some really like one and done finishers at some point. But I understand the criticism of certain things, especially if you put like this like my main finisher, like you get kicked out at one. It's like so dumb, but who cares? It's all entertainment. I understand they need to give like space around it, or just give like a breather to a certain finisher. But this one is like full on finisher, and my man kicked out a bunch of times. RKO, AA multiple times, just like Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. But I understand like this in my broader view that John Cena's finisher is not like one and done. We could see that this finisher or just this finishing move is not really good at all. So John Cena trying to make sure that how to end this match is just using dirty tactics or whatever it is. So yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. From the storyline of like 25 years or 20 years of like rivalry, and then the overall things, just everything is just good. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's the best thing ever. I respect it. So in my eyes, this match it was a C plus to B. I think they could do better. Absolutely. I wish that John Cena bring back his 2015 stuff, but it's not. It's not going to be there. I think he is putting that to the side. He put the boots on that kind of like moves, but kind of showcase it like the early when he trying to do jump over Randy, but that's it. After that, it's just spam finisher. Overall, it was a decent match. Yeah, giving you BR giving a B plus. I give it a B. But again, overall, it's a good match. Let's see what comes next. And then if you saw the post show, the post show, no, the post show, that R-Truth getting AA after said, hey, after even though they hate you and you can't wrestle stuff or whatever, what he said. Arthur getting AA. I think we're going to get John Cena versus Arthur at Saturday main event, or I don't know, because there's like a CM Punk tease like John Cena on his Instagram. Hopefully we could see that on Money in the Bank or Night of Champions. I think it's going to be Money in the Bank, where John Cena's going to kiss CM Punk goodbye. But that's it. That's what I think about the whole show. Overall show, it was a decent A minus. I give it an A minus show. I think they could do better, but it is what it is. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Thunderbolts is good, and Backlash 2025 is good. Yeah. Goodbye. Hello, this is a post edit scene. Edit, just post edit. I forgot to tell you that there is a spot where after the second or third ref bump or something like that, I think the second one, that all the producer and GM, especially Nick, trying to, or just all the personnel on the backstage area come came to just check the ref and stuff. Especially Nick had his priority role, because if a GM is like part of the official, they're part of, like, they have like the ultimate power to just count their especially like the special ref, like they have like the authority to just count which or whatever opponent. I think if you look at like Paul Heyman back in 2006, or yeah, 2006, where he pinned or just counting Rob Van Dam against John Cena, where he just go out there and just count 1, 2, 3. That's he's part of the official. So when this thing happened, the official check Nick Aldis could just count Randy Orton and stuff, and then my man here after that getting a bunch of these people right out here just getting RKO and stuff, and then R-Truth was there too. So yeah, if I kind of said that R-Truth after the post show just getting AA by John Cena, but before that he getting RKO by Randy Orton. So yeah, that's I forgot to tell you that this is like the most important stuff, and I kind of like miss it. Yeah, that's it.